viewers, and it's now time for our second topic of discussion. And as we noted at the beginning of the episode, we're going to be talking about the ramifications of the visit of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to Switzerland and his participation in the Davos Economic Forum, and also its impact and consequences on the scheduled economic conference that is going to be held here in Egypt. And there is, according to many experts, there is great expectations that it will positively contribute to the Egyptian economy. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined in the studio by Dr. Youmeh, and she's a political and economic expert. Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us on the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Doctor. And let me first of all talk about how important it is, first of all, of course, Egypt's participation in this forum. I'm talking about the Davos Economic Forum is one of the top important, the most important economic forums in the world. And over there we have all decision makers in the world next to each other. Just you can speak to anyone, just passing beside you. And this is a great opportunity to Egypt right now.
You are quite right. Actually, Davos is a very important conference held every year, gathering the most important businessmen in the world, and besides a large number of presidents of countries are gathering there. Approximately 40 of the leaders of the world are gathering there. So it's a very good opportunity to discuss topics and issues regarding challenges and opportunities for the world economy. And I believe that it's not from several years Davos started to be tackling other topics, not only economic topics, but they started to talk about social aspects, the role of civil society, so that to incorporate factors that may affect economic growth and development, because as you know, we cannot just rely on economic sides to achieve economic growth, but mostly important the role of NGOs. They are playing significant role because you have to address the main requirements of economic growth, which is the social security in all countries. At the same time, political issues are representing very important factor affecting investment. So this gathering is a very good opportunity for all leaders and experts and businessmen and women and civil society to discuss challenges and opportunities of economic growth in the world. But this year is a specific year. Why? Because the world is suffering from severe challenges that may affect their progress. And it started actually by the prediction of the World Bank and the IMF regarding the world economic growth. And it's not quite optimistic, which means that there is a gloomy, view regarding to how extent the world economy is going to achieve economic growth. So the rate of growth expected by the World Bank is 3.7%, and this has been reduced into 3.5, which means that there are challenges facing the progress of the whole world. Despite that United States is doing well, but China, there is a tendency for a decreasing growth. China managed for 4 decades to achieve a 2-digit rate of growth, but now there is tendency for the rate of growth to be approximately 7%, which is a little bit or higher than expected decrease in the rate of growth for China. Besides, there are challenges for the euro area, the European Union. They are suffering from severe challenges regarding their unity, and Greece is having severe challenges to be or not to be in the euro currency area. So there are, several challenges, and these challenges have been affected seriously by 2 other aspects, which is extremism, and to how extent extremism is affecting the economic growth. And another challenge is inequality of economic growth and inequality of distribution of income, because Oxfam and this is a very good, NGO. They delivered a study that mentions that there is inequality in the world had increased substantially. Like the top 10%, richest 10% of the world, they are getting 40% of income, while the bottom poorest population, they are getting only 1% of income, which means that the gap between the richest and the poorest in the world is widening to a large extent, and this is a big challenge because we have been talking lately about, disturbance and revolution, and besides there is a significant increase in unemployment, specifically in the area of, Middle East. There is a significant increase of unemployment, and actually unemployment is affecting seriously most countries of the world, like Europe and even United States. There are severe challenges affecting economic growth that should be addressed and discussed from the top notch of experts and leaders, and I believe that the output could be quite beneficial for all decision makers around the world.
Yes, Doctor, as you said, that the forum will be gathering an array of distinguished participants and decision makers from around the world, including the Egyptian president, and he's also expected to deliver a speech. What do you think will be the main points that he's going to tackle in his speech?
Yes, I believe that this is a very good opportunity for Egypt, because Egypt now is producing itself on the international scene, that now Egypt accomplished by the parliamentarian election, accomplishing the political roadmap, and now we are moving towards a better future, hopefully, inshallah, and stability. And this is a very important point to be mentioned. Why? Because Egypt is looking forward to attract foreign direct investment, and it's quite important for us to have foreign direct investment to achieve a better economic growth, and to actually to have technology and training and improving productivity. So the role of foreign direct investment can be quite beneficial for Egypt for this period. So President El-Sisi is going to address a speech to a specific committee entitled, Egypt. It's completely related to Egypt, in which President is going to mention what is the situation of Egypt, what are the opportunities for investors to have, that Egypt is full of unutilized resources, which means that we have waste of resources, we have unutilized resources. This is a very important opportunity for all investors to have, a very good profitability in their projects. And we have actually nowadays, I have been addressing several banks in Egypt that they are putting, an investment map. Besides, the Minister of Investment, they are having the most potential investment in Egypt regarding industrial. Our industrial sector is full of capabilities, because we have been just taking care of one part. We don't have forward and backward investment, which means that if you are talking about ready-made clothes, there is a lot of feeding industries that could benefit or being invested in order to improve the competitiveness of the industry. So a lot of industries are looking forward for complementary industry.
The automotive industry has a potential.
Yes, a lot of industry. We have food industry. We have a very good potential. We have electronic industries. We have renewable energy. Now we are looking forward for solar energy, and when we talk about solar energy, it's not just by having, by importing factories from abroad or from other countries. We have to embed our, all parts of industry, and there is a very good opportunities because one of the component of generating solar energy is silicon. The silicon industry, we have the most fine sands in the whole world that could be used in this industry. So you need technology, and by attracting foreign direct investment in these important topics of industry that is most needed, Egypt could be a hub for Africa and Europe for solar industry and for generating energy from solar. So I believe that all of these are represented